How to destroy negative thoughts. So many of us struggle with negative emotions because we're ashamed to accept how we truly feel inside. People are embarrassed to admit that they're terrified, sad, angry. They have hatred towards something. So, what's the answer here? And it's that there is no wrong emotion. If that's how you feel, own it and accept it. Now, if you hate somebody, it doesn't mean that you have to harbor that and let it ruin you inside. It doesn't mean you have to go out and kill somebody. You just accepted that you have a hatred for that. You let it go and use it as a catalyst to make your life more positive. But as time goes on, there's basically going to be two schools of thought that we see in society here. You have people that want to do short-term pleasure, and then you have other people that want to just do all struggle and sacrifice. So with the first way of thinking, that's kind of the modern era of sex, drugs, money, materialism. And this is a fast track to nowhere. I've experienced this in my own life, and I've seen friends die from this. I mean, if you want to pursue short-term pleasure, there will be a reciprocal back end pain and suffering from that. Now, if you want to bring on the suffering on the front end and use these old school philosophies of non-aggression and just be very peaceful, like in Aikido or Taoism, this is really solid and it's a great way to be. But if you look at the practitioners that do this, if you spend time with a monk or the Dalai Lama or a holy man, you'll probably come to find out that he's having a cocktail once in a while or he smokes cigarettes. And you're like, wait, is this guy really that holy? But don't put someone on that kind of pedestal, because there's a human element here. We're all human and we can't deny that part of the process. So once you're going through this, you could start trying to force it. And it's like trying to put a fire hose through a faucet, It's like you're trying to force and push something or put out emotions that aren't really there, faking like you're happy or being unauthentic. So to be the most authentic version of yourself, you have to accept this darkness, which is shadow work. You have to look deep within yourself, accept these dark emotions, and as I said, you're going to use them for your own good, because if you don't go with this flow and you start pushing, you're going to become more vulnerable. And as you become more vulnerable, that's when the devil sneaks in. That's when depression, anger, hatred, all these dark emotions that are looking to sneak attack you come into your life. So what you have to do then is just kind of go with the flow. And that's why I read Zen and the Art of Archery. And this showed you that you have to just be. It's very hard to do, but you can't think and shoot at the same time. You can't go ahead and aim and think about it and then punch or strike. You have to just make it simultaneous. It's all one action. So by going with this flow, you're not making yourself open and vulnerable to different types of negativity that can come into your life, because you're just being present and doing the right thing. Now, people will tell you, oh, take your ego out of it. So, or we decide we don't want to just do sex, drugs, and rock and roll all day. But how are we going to actually remove our ego, whether it's through meditation, yoga, or some type of mindful practice? And my thought with this is that, can I become too chill? Can I become so peaceful that I'm just passively letting my life pass me by? And I see so many people that are, a lot of times, the religious freaks or other types of people that just kind of have this light, airy feeling about themselves. They have that hollow look in their eyes. Like they're selling you multi-tiered marketing or some bullshit. And basically, these people believe that they're just getting thrown through life, and they have this wishy-washy feeling because they're not grounded in the present moment. They believe that they're a fatalist who is just a product of the world's tides pushing them from point A to point B. So you have to use your ego as if it was the captain on a ship. So 99% of that ship may be your unconscious mind. It may be your true self, but you still need that belief in yourself, that undying belief that tells you, hey, I'm capable of more. It's going to push you into greatness and turn this negative into a positive. And in my life, that's where I came across the Aikido key sayings and just kind of a way to tie yourself back into the natural world, and that we're all connected. So you and I are on the same plane right now. You're connected to the entire external world. We are no different from this. So at times we may feel like we're small and insignificant. Other times we may feel vastly connected. And that's the beauty of the experience. So dig deeper, look within yourself, and And for more articles, videos, and training tips, head over to justinwoltering.com. Peace.